Hello guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite podcast, lovealadijonnaise. Welcome back guys, this is Feli, and I'm happy to know that you are here with us in another weekend, of course, with another topic. Sam, welcome and how are you?
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode. I'm fine, my love. How are you?
I'm perfect, thank you so much. Enjoying from this weekend with you.
Yes, me too. We had quite a productive weekend, so it's nice. But now we're here recording another episode. Very interesting topic today.
Yes, actually very interesting and very controversial because if you think about it, a lot of times is society in reality the one that has influence on every single human in this planet to think like that.
Oh yes, society, movies, series, all of that.
Basically everything. So what we will be talking about today, guys, is about the importance of having a good relationship with your in-laws. Who are your in-laws? Whenever you're in a relationship, the in-laws are your parents-in-law. So father and mother from your couple,
Brother,
sister, siblings-in-law, and
close cousins, maybe.
Exactly.
If a couple is only child. Do you consider grandma, grandpa?
Maybe could be. I mean, it's not our case actually, guys, because the thing is, like, if you didn't know, Sam and me, both of us, we are single children.
Only child.
Yeah,
yay.
we don't have siblings, but we try to see our cousins as siblings more or less. But it's actually very interesting, and that's why we were talking about it, because it's controversial. Because as we were saying, it's in reality society that has told us how we need to be with our in-laws.
Yes, and a lot of times, but what you mostly hear is, oh, I don't have a good relationship with my parents-in-law, I don't like my boyfriend's girlfriend's brother, sister, and those type of things.
Yeah, and it's actually very sad because if you think about it, you have the opportunity since the beginning of having a great relationship with everyone that is surrounding your couple, but because someone told you since you were a child that
you shouldn't have
a good relationship, or that you should be aware of this or aware of that, you start making yourself ideas and say, oh no, but my mother-in-law is gonna be like that, and horrible.
Also, it's the other way around. So because we have this stereotype not to be in a good relationship with anyone, also the parents-in-law, they either don't like the boyfriend or the girlfriend of their child.
And it's horrible because by the time you arrive with your parents with a lot of illusion, you say, Mom, Dad, this is my girlfriend, this is my boyfriend, and you have a lot of illusion in the first time.
You're the happiest, and then what
your parents, literally, what they're doing is just at the moment that they start seeing your... I mean, it's not our case. Thank God it's not the case. Our parents have been very nice to each other. But in a lot of cases, what happens is, like, parents start apparently figuring out just and looking and focusing just on the flaws, on the bad part of the person, and everything that is wrong with the person.
And then they tell you, oh, you know what? I don't think she's good for you because of this and that. Actually, I have I know stories from my friends that they don't have good relationship with their parents-in-law.
Not only with your friends, you already told me that some people of your family.
Also, some people of my family, definitely.
It's actually very sad, but that's why we wanted to talk about that today, like making you see the importance of having a good relationship and not guiding yourself by movies, because it's very typical, and especially, and I'm sorry, but it's very typical in American movies, for example, because it's most part of the movies that we consume are American, And I mean, they're very good. We just finished watching an American movie.
It was amazing.
Amazing, and we love them. But the thing is, like, sadly, there are another type of movies that they show you.
Typical stereotypes that
also Mexican. I have to say, also Mexican movies, most part of Mexican movies, they show you that. But that they show you how someone get together with someone, and magically, the parents-in-law, they start hitting each other.
Yes, although you know what I want to say, I feel like girls, we have it a bit harder to impress parents-in-law than you guys.
Why?
I feel like, but that's just my point of view. But because I got that feeling from like my cousins that they're already married, and by observing how they all are, with their husbands, with their parents-in-law, my girl cousins, or my cousins, the guys that have wives. That's just my observation.
Yeah.
It's because like usually, it's parents-in-law are like, oh, my son, this and that, I want the best, like, wife, girlfriend, whatever for him. And for a girl, it's very hard to impress the parents-in-law, whereas the guy is like, arrives, if it's a boyfriend, like, what's up, and everyone's nice to him.
Well, that's your
Maybe
point of view from here. But here, it's the whole opposite way.
Really?
For guys, I know about cases of friends that literally they have had problems with their fathers-in-law, if you want to call it like that, because they weren't for the same soccer team. And I'm serious, and that's very stupid, because here in Mexico, soccer is like a religion to people. And I know cases of friends that one day they were like, oh, I got a girlfriend with this person, and then like a couple of weeks later, dude, I hate my dad-in-law. And it's like, why? Because he hates me because we are opposite teams. It's like, dude, are you freaking serious?
Really?
Like,
so with you it's like that?
Here in Mexico, it's very stupid because a lot people are so traditional that if you don't believe or you don't think like the person of the family, like literally the other family, they start hating you, and soccer. I just can't with soccer. It's very stupid.
I mean, for me, that's my impression from seeing my family in Bosnia. I can't speak for Slovenia or other European countries because I don't know, because clearly my boyfriend is Mexican and my family, they all live in Bosnia. So, but from observing them, that's what I got the feeling that for girls or wives is a bit harder.
I don't know. I mean, I will have to be there in Europe, but from my own point of view and my own experience here in Mexico, it is always like that. And there's always, and actually you can see it here in Mexican movies, it's always a problem, and they have stereotyped the problem with the mother-in-law, as we call it in Spanish, la suegra. The whole time you're going to see on movies, and you're going to watch on movies, that literally there's the whole time, most probably the problems that you're gonna see with parents-in-law it's gonna have to be about the mother-in-law.
The mother-in-law.
And it's always the mother-in-law, the one that hates the boyfriend, and the boyfriend hating the mother-in-law. And the same thing with the girlfriend. The girlfriend is gonna hate the mother-in-law, and the mother-in-law is gonna hate the girlfriend. Always.
Thanks God, it's not my case. I like my mother-in-law.
No, I mean, and I like a lot my mother-in-law. She cooks delicious, by the way.
Yes, she does.
Yes, but it's actually very important, guys. Just don't leave yourself guided by those stereotypes. I always have believed that you have a great opportunity of making friends with your girlfriend, boyfriend's family. And only because of stupid people that they tell you or they have taught you that you need to be aware of families and that you shouldn't trust families, you stop having that opportunity.
Yes, and think about it, like why would you have a bad relationship with them? Like what do you gain from that? Or what do they gain if they don't have a good relationship with you? I mean, there's basically no point. All what's gonna happen is that once you all are together in a family or union or whatever, no one of you is gonna have a good time. No,
and I've seen that, and it's actually very sad. And now we're talking about, for example, whenever the couple has children, it's very sad for children because they can actually, when they grow up, they can realize when someone of the child's parents is not having a great time.
Oh, yes.
And it's very depressing for the
actually
child.
transmits the bad vibe. I mean, you can feel the tension.
Yeah, you can actually feel the tension. And it's very sad. That's why you really need to take in account that. And also, as a lot of people have said, for example, my dad had told me a lot of times, and it's very true. Whenever you get married, you not only get married to your wife or husband, but you get married to 12 or more people at the same time. Oh my God,
yes, with the family, which is really true. But also what we're saying here is not to like love everyone. If you don't like someone's personality because you can just love or like all of them, just try to be respectful, that's all.
Yeah. What will you say, for example, will be the two main problems about not having a good relationship with your in-laws? in your consideration?
Well, would be that there is always this, how would I say, they always clash or crash with each other, and then the couple, let's say I don't have a good relationship with your parents and they don't have a good relationship with me. You will be always in the middle, and that's a problem, because then it's like, oh, you have to either choose their side or mine, or you want to make everyone happy, and you just can't make everyone happy. There's gonna be always one side disappointed.
Yeah,
that's my first problem, that person is always, that's the first problem. See, the person is in the middle. And the second, I would say, if the couple gets to have children, is also bad for them. Because children see. We think children are stupid because they're young and that, but no, they actually observe and see, and their brain gets everything.
Mm-hmm.
And those are the two main problems I see.
No, but I was meaning more or less, what do you think that causes the problem? Not really what it's developed from that, but what causes the problem.
Well, I would say mainly the society makes you feel like or think that you shouldn't have a good relationship with your in-laws.
Yeah.
And what else?
I will say tradition.
Also,
I think tradition is very nice, because it's cute. Let's say that tradition is cute, because of course you are getting older. For example, let's talk about Christmas events, Christmas parties with your family. They tend to be very cute because it's tradition. And for example, you are 20 and you're in your 20s, and then you go to this party, and then the same things happens, and it's kind of cute.
Yes.
At some point it's cute because you say, oh, I remember when I was a child. But it's just an example. But I also think tradition, besides being cute, actually can affect at some point, because it doesn't open your mind, because you're so close to the way of thinking that it has to be, because you say it has to be like this because I was taught to be like that, and I was dressed to be like that, and the whole time it's gonna be like that. And at some point, whenever someone else that had other traditions enters to the family, because as we said already, when you get married to the family as well.
Yes, and then
it crashes those traditions, and it creates a huge problem. That's why someone ends up hating someone.
Yes, and then we arrive to the problem that the person is in the middle, and then we have the children. If the couple gets to have children, they're also stuck in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
But I would agree, it's tradition and society, because they both tell you the same. Basically, tradition, as you said, you're taught and you just don't want to change your mind. And the society keeps telling you, oh, you don't have a good relationship with them.
No, I know. It's actually very sad, because in a lot of movies, they show you that. They literally show you how families are not having good relationship with each other. I think the only ones that they show you that everyone is perfect with each other are Christmas movies.
Oh, yeah, because they're all cute.
Yeah, they're cute. But apart from that, the whole year, all the movies, if there's a family, there's going to be a problem. And
someone hates someone.
Yeah, so it's actually very sad that society has taught us that, society has made us believe that there must be always a but. That, of course, anything is perfect, and I always have said, and I always have told you that for me, happiness is imperfection. That for me, perfection is inside imperfection. Because for me, what is imperfect for me is perfect. But it's a kind of psychological thing that makes me happy.
Very psychological.
But I think when you get to know new people is when you actually start growing as a person.
Yes, you should give yourself the opportunity to meet new people and get to know them. Also, let's be honest, the first impression is always wrong of a person. Most of the time. So give yourself opportunity and don't be in your own bubble with your own tradition, because you won't grow as a person. We have said that plenty of times on our episodes. Tradition is cute, but let's be honest, you don't grow as a person. And also, let's break this stereotype of the society that you shouldn't have a good relationship with your in-laws, parents or brother or sister-in-law. Why? Everyone can just have a nice time and enjoy.
I always believe you can enjoy, actually. If you don't find yourself attached to what some someone is thinking, or like literally you don't think the same thing, or you think like an opposite thing, it's okay. And if you don't feel like being with that person, it's okay. I mean, of course, in a respectful way.
Yes.
But it's fine. I mean, no one also forces you to have a good relationship with everyone, because it's basically impossible. You will be faking yourself, basically.
Yeah, you would be
person.
lying to yourself. That's what we're saying. It's not necessary if you don't like someone's personality. I mean, no one's forcing you to hang out with them or being like fake friendly. Just be respectful. Don't come to your couple, to your couple and say, hey, I don't like your brother because of this and that, and you start saying all those bad things.
No, I know, because also it tends to be very painful for your couple.
That's why.
Because maybe have in mind that maybe your couple knows about that, because of course, even your couple is gonna know better, because you're talking about his family, and of course a person is gonna know, but it's very painful that someone else is reminding and reminding and reminding and reminding,
constantly reminding. That's why give yourself opportunity. Of course, you just cannot like everyone, because that's how we are as humans, but we can be respectful.
Yeah, I mean, like, try not to criticize. That's the thing. Try not to be criticizing people.
But also, the family of the couple shouldn't criticize the boyfriend-girlfriend. Because, what happens if the boyfriend-girlfriend arrives all happy, wants to accept everyone, hangs out with everyone, wants to meet all the family, and the family's like, no, we don't like you, just because society said and tradition. No.
That's what we said, like, on the first season. I remember, like, I think it was one of the first episodes we had, the 50-50. I mean, we were talking about the couple inside a couple, like time and everything, but also involves the family. It's a 50-50. I mean, yes, the couple can have a super great attitude and behavior towards the family, but if the family has a horrible behavior towards the couple, then it's not going to be fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. And I also think that the family should give the person opportunity.
Yeah. So it's very important, guys. And if you're in one of those situations that you feel like, maybe that you're starting a relationship and you feel like, oh, you know what, I think I'm not gonna like my parents-in-law, like literally you haven't even met them and you're already starting feeling like that, please just try to change your mind, because the only thing that you're creating is continuing with the tradition.
Yeah,
basically.
Just try to break these stereotypes. And if you're one of those that currently your son, daughter, brother, sister got a new girlfriend, boyfriend, and you're like, okay, I'm wondering how this person is, probably I'm not gonna like him, her, or you're already starting like judging the person before meeting them, just give them the opportunity as well.
Yeah, I mean, everyone has her own way of being. That's what I want to say. Literally, we all have our own personality. Mm-hmm. And we don't accept just all personalities, of course. Not. But just to try to be respectful. I mean, fine, if you didn't like someone of your couple's family, okay, but just be respectful.
Yes, and basically, I think that's...
Yeah, I mean, actually, as you can realize, guys, we're trying to make also episodes shorter, because we also know that sometimes it's kind of hard to sit actually and to listen for an hour episode.
Yes, but also we're trying to, like, in those 20 minutes to say the main points.
Yeah, to stay in the main points, just to comment and everything. But yeah, basically that was what we wanted to share with you guys. That it's very important to have a good relationship with all your in-laws.
Yes, because as we said in the middle of the episode beginning, once you get married to your boyfriend, girlfriend, you marry their families. Yeah. Or like, once you get married to your couple, you marry her families. And that's why it's important that everyone should get along with each other.
No, along with each other. And I also always have believed that they are also in some way your family now.
Oh, yes.
In some way
y'all
they are.
Become like a really big family, obviously.
Yeah, so why to have problems with your own family?
Yes, and... well, those were our main points. Yeah. Basically, just get out of your bubble of tradition, and let's break those stereotypes that society says.
Yeah, let's just finish with them, and you have the opportunity. Literally, it's enough. I think it's enough. It's so many years and generations that they have believed that, you can have a good relationship with your in-laws or with the family of your couple, guys, it's enough. We are young and we are still on time of changing that, and that's why we're here, because we want to change.
Yes, but of course both sides should try, not only one side, because then it won't work.
No,
let's all of us give us the opportunity and be respectful and nice as possible, kind as possible.
Exactly. But basically that will be everything, guys. Thank you so much for being here once again, for giving us the opportunity to share something with you that maybe could be useful, could be not, but at least we are sharing.
It was an interesting topic.
Yes, of course. Again, thank you so much. And of course, you know where to find us: Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Google Podcast. And I even think like we are on other platforms that we don't even know. The other day I realized about that.
Really? I mean, we should do a research.
Yeah.
But it's okay. The main ones we always leave in the description.
Yes, we always leave in description, at lovealadijonnaise podcast on Instagram, and we are basically as lovealadijonnaise everywhere, basically.
Yes.
Expect more. We're gonna have collaborations, guys, and surprise, we might have collaborations with other podcasters soon.
Yes, we're in the talks.
Yeah, we're in the talks, so stay tuned, guys.
And as we always say, we're gonna be back next weekend with another topic.
Exactly. Have an amazing and lovely weekend, guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye.